Hey guys, today we're talking about now the 1995 Mortal Kombat. Arguably, I'd say it's one of the best video game movies. Not really saying much. There are not a lot of good video game movies. I really still just enjoy it for what it is. Annihilation was just like, that was hot garbage. Annihilation is literally hot garbage, but it's just a really fun movie to watch, to laugh at. That's very comical. This Mortal Kombat. So, Mortal Kombat, to me, I think it was a really great action film. I thought it was really fun. I think that it was pretty consistent with the fights. The plot is there's this new character named Cole Young. He's an MMA fighter, and he finds out that he's destined to be part of Mortal Kombat, a fight between good and bad to protect our world from that evil world, Sinner Earth, or Sinner, I don't know, other world. I don't know. I don't really care about like the lore or anything with Mortal Kombat. I'm one of those people who just played the game, played about every one of the Mortal Kombat games. I just love killing the shit out of people in those games. They're fantastic fighting games. I don't really follow any of that like background stuff. So for me, this was a really fun movie. I think if you don't have really high expectations going in, then you're gonna like it. The first 10 minutes was probably the best part of the entire film. It's like a giant backstory of how Scorpion and Sub-Zero become enemies. That was awesome. Those first 10 minutes are mind-blowing, and then you kind of switch to Cole Young. The character's fine, you know, it's just a character they made up for the movie. A lot of people are pissed about. I don't give a shit. It's fine. The character's totally fine. It's a little bit bland. There's a lot of characters that Universe they could have used, but it's okay. I felt this movie was pretty consistent. There were a few times at the beginning, after the awesome 10 minutes, where I was a little bit bored until it picked up. But once it picked up, it was just consistent action and fighting. The first few fights, they were great, but they weren't as brutal as I was hoping for. It's not until we actually see like the main Mortal Kombat fights happening in the other world where we don't really get where we get a lot of gore. The one problem I have with the fights is it's a lot of quick cuts, just consistently switches angles. I hate when movies do that. Like, if you can film something and not have to edit every second of it so it turns out right, then it's just better. A one shot is probably the best way to do it. I guess it's depending on the situation, but it's in a lot of ways the best way to do it. It was gory. Honestly, all I really wanted to see was just a bunch of brain-numbing action and murders and fatalities. I just wanted to see characters being brutalized, and I feel like I got that out of this. It seems like most critics hated it, but it's like, what did you expect from a Mortal Kombat movie? Like, you either hate it or you don't. I feel like people who love the lore and all the like side story and stuff like that, I feel like a lot of those people are probably pissed about the like new character and changes they made. Honestly, for me, it was I liked it. I thought that Kano was probably, he like stole the show. Anytime Kano was in it, he was the most exciting character. He was consistently hilarious. He literally stole the show to the whole thing. It felt like he could have been the actual main character, and it probably would have been a little more entertaining. He's fantastic.
Kano wins. You fucking beauty.
Sub-Zero is the main antagonist in this movie, which I absolutely loved, because I think everybody like mainly wants to see Sub-Zero and Scorpion action. As for Scorpion, we got a few Scorpion scenes that are awesome. Not a lot of them. Sub-Zero, though, we get to see him like freeze, break people's limbs off, and kill a ton of people. That was really awesome. It's also fun actually seeing the Mortal Kombat fights happening in like cities and stuff. One big thing though is I feel like all the fights in this movie, it doesn't feel like it's part of the actual like Mortal Kombat challenge. It just feels like a bunch of quick cuts of a bunch of people fighting at the same time. There's not really like a lot of just straight up one-on-one fights. It's usually switching between multiple fights happening at once. It felt less like a competition and more like an Avengers battle. Like, I don't know, you didn't see a lot of pain in the characters' eyes too. A lot of the things that they dealt with, it was just like, shrug it up, get off. Alright, what do we do now? Let's fight, let's do this. The fights that we do get though, massively gory. Altogether, I really enjoyed this movie. I thought it was really fun. It's what I wanted out of a Mortal Kombat movie. Just consistently fight after fight after fight after fight. That's what Mortal Kombat is. I'm sorry to tell you that, but Mortal Kombat is consistent fighting and killing and murder. That's why people love it, is the amount of gore. And again, like, good for you if you love like the lore and all the side stuff, but I don't care about any of that. I play the game to fucking rip people's spines out, you know? I feel like every actor in this movie actually was perfect for each of the roles that they got handed. I thought that the acting was like, it was on par. The writing was cheesy, of course, but I mean, what do you expect? Like, I'm okay with just hearing like cheesy dialogue and one-liners. If anything, that's the games. It fits the games better. Cheesy dialogue with hilarious one-liners just thrown in there, it fits perfectly. This movie is, it's very entertaining. You're going to see gore and you're going to laugh a lot. And honestly, that's what's great about the other Mortal Kombat movie. But yeah, in my opinion, this now might be the best video game movie that exists. And they set it up perfectly for a sequel. I'm in. I'm on board for the series. I've been waiting for an actual good Mortal Kombat series. I didn't like the Legacy shorts. I'm sorry to tell you guys that. I watched it and I was like, this sucks shit. Alright? I did not like that. But this is awesome. And I don't know the lore and stuff, but it feels true to the video games based off why I play the video games. All out, I would give this movie a 7.8. I highly recommend it. I watched it on streaming on HBO Max, but if you have the opportunity to see it in theaters and you know it's a COVID-safe theater, I highly recommend it. It would be an amazing experience in theaters. Yeah, that's pretty much all I got about it. Tune in next time, guys, and have a fantastic day. Subscribe, and if there's any like movies or anything you'd like to see me just do a review of, I'm gonna start doing some really weird comedy reviews that are beyond the average of what I'm doing now. If there's any like movies you think would be great to just make fun of and review, go ahead and post them in the comments and I'll check those out. Have a fantastic day, stay great people, and check out Mortal Kombat.
Sucker!